What's up, guys? Peter C. and Hannah on Gemmy Master Animatronics again, and I have another review for you today. This time a prototype. I don't know what this thing's called. It actually says it on the bottom. I forgot what it said, but you call it tabletop skeleton coffin. You don't see the skeleton yet. He's inside, but I recently got this in a deal with John Marlin. He had some prototypes he didn't want anymore, so I bought them as a lot from him, and this is one of the coolest ones I got, I'd say. It's a pretty small, coffin that opens, the one end opens and a skeleton kind of pops out. It has a switch there, which I'll get to later. It's actually still, tied into, a box, some kind of display box. It's actually made of resin. You can see right there some of the paint chipped off, and there's actually a hairline crack right there. I probably hand-painted by somebody. I'll show it 360. There's a hinge back there for when it opens. Then I'll show the coolest part probably, which is down here. Let's see, I think it's facing that way. Yep. There's this underneath. I don't know the year this was made, but he bought it at the Castle Muskogee, I think, in 2023 or 2024. So it's fairly new. It's recent. It's from the last couple years. You can see it was intended for Menards right there. It says Menard SKU. And then those are the locations for some of the Menards stores, I believe, right there. Wisconsin and Illinois. And you have the suggested prices and all that stuff. I'm not going to read all of it, but you can see all of it there. This is actually just cheap printer paper right here. And they just taped it on there. I don't know if this was at I don't know if you call it an expo, or it was just, I think it was just some kind of sample intended for Menards, and then they didn't want it, I guess, because, this wasn't released, so I guess it was sent back to Gemmy, and then it ended up at the castle. So I guess I'll get into how it works. So you see that switch right there. This is very odd. I've never seen this switch on any animatronic ever. But it's actually, I recognize it. I don't know what you call it, but it's some kind of standard two-way switch. You just flip it up and that turns them on. But I've only seen this in automotive applications and mechanic stuff. I see it a lot in machines and different trucks and things like that, but I've never seen it on an animatronic, so it's kind of funny seeing it there. And they actually painted it black, I guess, to kind of blend in with the color on the coffin, the black paint here. But yeah, it's really interesting, and you'll see why it has that switch in a second when I activate it. So go ahead and flip it up. Okay, I don't know what that was about. There we go.
Lots of candy.
You can see that was an old Gemmy candy bowl phrase. He actually has a good amount of phrases too, so I'll keep going.
Take a treat. Did I scare you? Go ahead. Make my day. Push the button. What do you want? Oh yeah, like I'm scared of you. That's enough. You haven't got the nerve, Wim. You're gonna shock me? Hungry? That's my candy. Bring it on. Bring it on, chum.
Okay, go ahead and turn off the light. It's a little dark in here.
Lots of candy. Take a treat. Go ahead. Make my day. Push the button. Oh yeah, like I'm scared of you.
Okay, so I think I showed all the phrases there. As you can see, it has some really cool old Gemmy audio, and on some of the activations, he just kind of like the coffin lid goes up and down rapidly, and the arm just kind of randomly goes in and out. But what's really cool is the arm actually hits the switch and pulls it back, like he's kind of annoyed that you hit the switch and like woke him up. So it's a pretty cool idea. I really wish they released something like this. And as you can see, it's not perfect. Like sometimes when he flips a switch with his own hand, he switches it back. I have to hit it twice in order to get it to activate again. But I tried to show the mechanism inside there. It's pretty simple. The arms and I think levers are like resin as well, like custom designed. Then the head is actually like a Jolt and Jack head, like one of the older Gemmy skeletons. But it's cool. It's like a newer item with older audio and kind of like an older design and feel to it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything about it. So thank you guys for watching and see you in the next review.